and this is another episode of What's in the Bag. That might be the jingle now, because we don't have one yet. We'll work on it. We'll see what we think. We'll see how it feels. I'm here with Olga. Hey, girl.
Hey, Tanisha.
So, Olga, here's a cute little story. Olga, how did we meet?
We met through how people meet these days. We met on Instagram.
We met on Instagram, all right? And she's not a weirdo, because you see she's here with me filming. And also, since she's here, that means she lives in Paris, because you know that's where I am. Olga, how did you get to Paris? Like, why are you here?
Why am I here? I took a plane, I arrived. So I came to Paris for work. So I'm here for 3 years, working until 2024. So that's how I came here. So I've been here for about 3 months.
Yes, so I actually told her at first that we couldn't be real friends because she's going to be leaving soon. And I know my heart can't take it to just meet people and then they leave me. But Olga won me over because she loves wine and I love wine. So there it is. Olga, how did you come to get into wine or have this love of wine?
How did I get into wine? So I initially got into wine when I lived in Argentina. So I lived in Buenos Aires as a student.
Light flex.
It's been a while. It was a while ago. And so I got into wine through Malbec because that's the most grown grape in Argentina. So I got through wine that way. And as a student at the time, I was able to, travel around the country, drink a little bit, get to know Argentinian friends who introduced me to wine. So I got through wine that way.
And then now that you're here in France, did you already have kind of a knowledge or experience with French wine? Or you're just like, I'm about to come and drink all the things?
The latter. I am about to come and drink all the things. So I have some knowledge of French wine. My wine knowledge is much more the South American, Spanish wines. I know the kind of the French basics with the Bordeaux, the Côte du Rhône, a couple of those other ones. But there are so many varieties here that I'm really excited to get to know more.
Yeah, and Olga is my partner in, I want to say crime. Partner in wine.
Partner in wine.
She likes to go to wine bars, and I love a good wine bar. So when I go out to try wine bars, I'm like, Olga, you want to come? She's like, girl, what time? She's checking her calendar. Now, you knew about French wine before you came here. Mm-hmm. We go out to wine bars together. You came here a little bit before COVID.
I came here right as the city was opening. So it was like the people were slowly stepping in the water.
Did you have an idea of what you thought Paris would be like before you moved here? And how is that different than how it was when you arrived because of everything we've been through?
Mm-hmm. I didn't really know what to expect, right? Because I've been here as a tourist before, but it's usually been for a couple of days here and there. But then right before coming, of course, there was the lockdown. And I'd been hearing that, for somebody who was coming from the States where we didn't really have a proper lockdown, where stores weren't closed, where bars weren't closed. So I was, sort of not hesitating, but just more a bit apprehensive about going out, just knowing that maybe there weren't as many people out.
COVID was out there.
But I was pleasantly surprised when I arrived because I think when the city was opening, people had been so anxious to get out that it was like, let the floodgates open and everybody was out.
And they got a little loose.
Yes.
It's a little loose this summer, okay? Just so you know, it was a little loose. Do you have a favorite museum or monument or site here in Paris?
I think it's not quite a museum, but my favorite place is the Jardin des Tuileries. Which is...
That's a good one.
It's beautiful because for me, it's this kind of quiet area, but you can also have it's a very public yet private area because you have the gardens and then you have the fountains and then you also have the little passageways covered by all these trees. So it's a nice place to kind of go hide out if you want, but then also be among the public who come and look at the gardens. It's a nice place to be on Saturday mornings at 8:00 in the morning.
Right, when you're not filming YouTube videos.
Correct.
But we appreciate you being here. All right. Well, I know that you came here for, not just one reason, but the main reason, to the bag.
So you're not going to let me know what's in the bag?
Absolutely not, because
Okay.
it's in a bag.
Got it. Okay.
I know you can't move as much. Let me hand you that.
No problem. Thank you.
Now you know the proper wine tasting steps, so I don't have to go through those for you. But for those of you who don't know, watch my other video on wine tasting steps, so we don't have to do this again, okay?
All right.
All right, so you know the... Well, let me not
Sorry,
sniff it.
I already know it's a rosé.
Let me not sniff it right at the microphone. While I do this, I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
This or that, online or in store for shopping?
In store, 100%.
Really?
Yes.
You don't like online shopping?
What are we talking about? Wine?
Shopping, like things, the things.
No, I am a store person. I like to go. I like to touch. I like to see. I'm in person for sure, 100%.
I used to be that way. Then stores here are so crowded all the time. And at home, online, I can just be in my pajamas. And I can have it and it can come to me like the next day.
I like to try things on and then like get it over and done with. I don't like to go back because then that's more temptation.
Oh, I just stick with it.
And especially grocery stores. So I don't get things delivered.
Oh, no, I don't do that. No, I go to the grocery store.
I want my avocados. I want my bananas. I don't
want to touch it?
I want to touch it.
Is it
I want to get the ripe, the unripe, the medium ripe. I want a variety. Okay. So definitely in store.
So as she said, this is rosé, if you were wondering. What does it smell like? Definitely put you on the spot. I mean,
you're definitely putting me on the spot. I know, I see.
You are on the spot. What do you get?
So I get some nectarine.
Nectarine.
A little bit of like a ripe nectarine. I get a little bit of a strawberry.
Definitely get the strawberry. I'm gonna drink mine.
Okay.
Because it's also my
What
show
do you
and I
get?
can do what I want. I got strawberry and then another like red fruit. Not necessarily raspberry, but some berry-ish smell. And then a little bit of floral. Smell flowers.
It's
First
nice.
of all, it's very delicious.
It is.
It's also tart. I don't know if I can keep talking. Sorry. Yeah, it's tart.
It's not. Yeah, it's definitely acidic.
Long
it's not
finish.
as. It's nice. It's not as sweet at all.
Dry for sure.
Dry for sure. I see the raspberry. Not too strong though. So I want to say it's like
Just like a little hint.
like just a little hint.
A little hint.
And not a ripe raspberry either. A fresh one.
Fresh off the vine.
It has not been sitting in Monopoly for 10 days.
No. What do you think this is? I mean, rosé, clearly. Where do you think it's from?
Where do I think it's from? If I had to take
Or what
a wild
grapes do you think they are?
guess.
Why are you thinking about that? Crepe or American pancake?
Oh, that's tough.
It's not tough for me at all.
I mean, is it 5 o'clock in the morning or is it 10 o'clock in the morning?
It's at any time of the day.
I'll go with the crepe. I know.
Girl, you've been here 3 months.
I know. I'll go with the crepe. I could eat a crepe every night.
I can eat a pancake every night and then wake up and eat it the next day.
So if I had to go in like a daily, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'll go with a crepe. If it was like Sunday brunch, I'll go with pancakes.
Okay.
Because with the crepe, you can have like, the savory crepe. You can have the sweet crepe. You can have, there's more that you can have with the crepe.
Okay, I'm going to let you live. I like my American pancake and my hash browns and my eggs and my American bacon.
Okay, so now you're talking about sides. You just said pancakes or crepes. Weren't like,
because I'm not putting a crepe with all that other stuff.
But also with a crepe, you can have wine with your crepe if you want.
I'm gonna have wine with my pancake. I think I might try this rosé with a pancake. Let me see.
You could do this with a pancake.
I think this is a nice one that you could have with breakfast, but then it's also like heavy enough that you could have food with this. Because a lot of people think rosé is just for the summer. I don't think this one is just for the summer.
So I'm team rosé all year. Like I could do rosé in the winter.
That's why she's here, y'all.
I could do rosé in the springtime. Yeah.
This
I
is
don't
a
think it
rosé
needs
for
to
the
be,
winter.
you know.
Well, maybe not winter, fall.
Yeah.
Rosé for the fall.
Not like there's snow outside. I'm going to go take my rosé outside. But
Like me and my rosé in front of the fireplace. No.
like I had
not
rosé
that.
last night. It was a little cold last night. I had some rosé to start with. So yeah.
Okay. You're still thinking about what it is?
I'm still thinking about your question. Of course, I haven't answered.
I'm helping you buy time.
Okay, thank you. So it's a little bit darker than a Pinot Noir.
Process of elimination.
Process
Okay.
of elimination. But I want to say there's definitely some Pinot Noir in here. I might be wrong. Tanisha.
Coffee or tea?
It depends on the day. Actually, it depends on the time of the day. I'm sorry.
These questions are this or that.
I know.
They are not time sensitive. They do not have a time stamp.
Okay, I'll take coffee.
Okay.
I love tea, but I'll take coffee.
Okay. Now she's getting back.
I'm getting
into
okay.
it.
So
Yes,
coffee,
okay.
this or that. I'll take coffee.
Okay. Do you know another grape yet?
I don't.
Or you know where this could be from? I'll let you think a little longer.
Okay, let me think a little bit longer.
Steak well or steak tartare? So like steak frite
tartare.
or steak tartare?
Oh, steak tartare.
Okay.
I like steak tartare. Yeah, and especially if it has like really nice, like depending on the spices are in it, like depending on the, what am I trying to say? Like, you know, sometimes they put like a little bit of celery, a little bit of greens that are in there.
If it's more than just salt and pepper.
Exactly. So
Right.
steak tartare.
You don't hear that too often. Usually when I'm like steak tartare, people are like, but it's not done.
I love steak tartare.
Steak
It's so
tartare can
good.
be delicious.
It can
if
be
you
very
get it at the right
delicious.
place. Some people will set you up. I've had steak tartare here and be like, oh no, y'all didn't even try with this. Like you literally just cut the cow up and just.
And then the next day you're feeling okay, or
I didn't eat enough of it. I
Got
already
it. Okay.
noticed. I was like,
Okay.
this could go south
Yeah.
very quickly.
So unfortunately I have not had any bad experiences with steak tartare. It's not like I go out every day and eat steak tartare. Sometimes you just have to go and look at the place and make sure that they can make the steak tartare. And then if they don't, order the fries.
That is such a key point. People a lot of times will go to a restaurant and they'll talk about the food and say, oh, I didn't like it or this or that. And then I'll look at the restaurant later. I'm like, they don't look like they would be a good restaurant. Or they don't look like they would serve this.
Yeah. Same thing with cocktails. Like I had a conversation the other day and somebody was like, oh, I went to get this, you know, I don't know, name some like more than a gin and tonic, you know. And I was like, what was it, a restaurant? Was it like a bar? Was it, you know, what are the bartender, what do they mix, right? So for me, it's like you have to know what you're going into before you can order a cocktail. It's not everybody that can make a cocktail.
Everybody's not going to.
No.
And even if you're talking like the basic cocktails, like margarita, Manhattan, things like that, everybody is not going to be able to do that. Some
That's why I
places you
stick
just
with-
need to be like rum and Coke.
Gin and tonic. That's it.
That's what I get, or that's what I make myself when I'm at parties and people have bad wine. They're like, oh, Tanisha, you want wine? I'm like, I'm going to just have a rum and Coke.
Just rum and Coke. So a little bit of Marsanne.
She's just out here naming the grave. She got that thing.
You gave me
I'm kidding.
time.
I did. I gave you time.
Okay.
You ready to see what it is?
I'm ready.
Drum roll, please.
I'm ready.
Not on the microphone, so y'all probably didn't hear that.
Oh, come on already. Come on already.
It is a Bordeaux rosé.
Ooh.
So it's a 2020 Vin de Bordeaux, Chateau Gandoy Perrenat. And from the Famille Icard. And it is from the Entre du Mer. So in between the right bank and the left bank, you have the Entre du Mer. And these grapes are going to be Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, and maybe a little bit of Merlot in there.
Great. Lovely. I was so close.
You were like, it rhymed, right? It rhymed.
Exactly.
It was a grape.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're all red grapes. And the thing is, when you have French rosé, they don't mix in white with red. And it just has to be red grapes that they just don't ferment with the skins as long.
Got it.
So that is what's in the bag.
Lesson learned.
A Bordeaux rosé.
It's delicious.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Olga.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Cheers. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and tell your friends. All right?